playing bowling sober on a Saturday.
Which never.
So if
We
it's
should do this at the after
if it's
party.
bad, that's why.
Yes.
You never said her name out loud to me, but I can feel.
In Germany here, country is seen as like a male-dominated genre. Have you ever experienced this?
Yeah, I'm surrounded by men. Literally, right now, I'm surrounded. Honestly, I feel like women have always been on the scene. They just haven't been seen.
Yeah.
Like they've been there. They've been doing the work. I mean, nobody knows who the heck I am, and I've been pursuing this since I was 15.
Yeah.
So they're there. It's just there hasn't been. I don't think there's been enough of a spotlight on women.
Set her free, give up the ghost, hold on to
Player 3, enter day.
wanna be my future. I see it in your eyes, but the past is
So with you two guys on tour this week, is it not enough time to be away from home to miss anything, or it doesn't matter if you're 1 day gone or 2 days gone? Is there anything when you're on the road that you miss?
What's home?
Anything like you miss back home in Texas or back home in Nashville? Like, do you have a dog
I miss
or anything?
things.
or-
I mean, yeah, I miss things all the time, everywhere, because I have severe nostalgia. But my dog, I do have a dog, so I miss Cooper. He's just way too big to bring on the plane.
And I miss my bed, no matter how soft the bed is or how posh, I'm not your bed.
Exactly.
And I miss being on a regular eating schedule.
Yeah.
Like when I can have like 3 meals a day and some snacks in there and access to food. Yeah, I miss that.
Now, when you are home for those 4 weeks or so,
Yes.
is there one particular thing that you do or that you want to do when you go home? Like your favorite thing to do? Like for me, when I go back home to Buffalo, I gotta eat me some buffalo chicken.
Well, I was gonna say Nashville hot chicken actually.
There you go.
Dude, I love hot chicken.
Got the sense, I'm running fast as I can. You're the silver bullet, one thing I need, girl, just like that.
It's going poorly.
You set me free, free from the law, free from my cage. You're my release, my
Don't worry, we'll edit that part out.
He told me to do it. He said I could do both.
What inspired you from Missouri? Or just anything to get out of Missouri, come over to Nashville?
There was one band that my whole family was into, and it was the Ozark Mountain Daredevils. They were like kind of this like country rock fusion in the 70s, and my first concert without my parents was a band called Jars of Clay. So 2 of those guys are on my record. They're playing on it. So,
No way, really?
Yeah.
That's
It was a
crazy.
That is
full
awesome.
circle moment because I produced with Mitch Stain, and he engineered those records that they won Grammys on. So we've known each other for a long time, and we got into the studio, and he said, "Are there any players that you need to bring along?" And I was like, "Well, I have a dobro player I've been playing with for a very long time, Josh Matheny, because he's got to be on there." He said, "Well, let me see if I can get my A team."
Yeah.
And so I showed up at the studio that day, and literally it was those guys, and I was just like, "You've got to be kidding!" Because we're friends now. I've been friends with them, and I've tried to keep it real quiet that I was a massive fangirl of these guys, you know.
Now,
So like
secret's
deep
out.
inside, you're just screaming like, "This is awesome! This is great!"
Well-
and then on the outside, you're like, "Oh, it's all right. I'm good." Yeah.
So there's this moment actually that I think is on film, where Steve Mason, the guitar player for that band, is working on the lick from Good Old Days, which is the 5th track I think on the record. And he's playing all sorts of things, and he played this conglomeration of things. And I said, let's take this element from this element from this, and I sang it to him, over the talkback. And then he plays it, perfectly back at me, and it makes the record. And there's this moment where as soon as he does it, I'm like, yeah, like running around the studio, All right, congrats, man.
Good job,
Good
team.
game.
Really won it.
job.
You did a really good
Kicked
job.
my ass. It was fun though.
Yeah. It was fun.